Hey, it's baby girl Lisa, and we're watching the Dominic Naughty Show.
Now, we're friends on Instagram. We've been messaging a lot, and I noticed that you've been receiving a lot of hate on social media. So why are the fans so upset with you, and have you been receiving any death threats?
Yes, I've been receiving a lot of death threats and a lot of hate due to fans that completely obsessed over a show. I guess it's to the quarantine that they continuously watch it over and over. I'm a 53-year-old woman married to a 31-year-old man. So, there's a lot of hate there because my husband's very good looking.
You've admitted to calling your husband the N-word. So what is your side to calling Usman the N-word? And have you called him this on more than one occasion?
No, that word was used out of context. It was used out of stupidity. My husband accepted my apology, but the haters don't. They want to ride it out to no end. So as pertaining to other very famous people that do entertainment, they said just let it die down. Let the haters just subside. And the ones that are riding it are the ones who are trying to become popular like you. That is their goal.
Yeah.
And by any means, they're going to do it. So I'm just going to ignore those haters. I've acknowledged it. I've made a public apology on another podcast interview, and it was posted to my IG. It was seen by all my fans, but it's still not good enough.
I mean, do you want to say, like, what was it? Did you get in a fight and then they slipped out, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
It slipped out because it was something stupid that it was between my husband and I, and one person picked up on it and she ran with it. So continue running and we'll see where it falls.
So is this your first time dating outside your race?
No. I dated many races, not just one particular race.
Okay.
It was all one. The connection between me and him didn't matter what color.
Right. Are you a Trump supporter?
Lord, no. I can't wait to get rid of that Dominic. I want to go on Twitter and say, vote for the next president because he's made my life and my husband's quite difficult, as you know.
But you are married. I mean, because you've been referring to him as your husband on social media. So you guys.
That's correct.
Did you get married in America? Or
no, sir.
No. Okay. So you got married there in Africa.
Everything shows in Nigeria. Everything will show.
Gotcha. Okay. So actually, the fans, I don't know if you saw this from my post, but the fans are wanting me to host the next Tell All. I guess it's already been recorded, but I was wondering, what do you think of that?
So awesome.
Yes,
that would be so cool, Dominic, because season 5 is going to be, recorded soon. That would be so cool if you do the Tell All. I think you'd be an excellent host, and the cast would love you because you are very well recognized by TLC cast. Because we're like a family, present and past. We're very tight knit because they've all experienced this level to some extreme.
Yeah, I would love to. I'm super flattered that the fans think I should host it. I'm such a huge fan of the show, and all the cast members have been great. So I have Lisa's blessings. So I appreciate that.
Exactly. I didn't even have to buy you a goat. I didn't even have to buy you a goat for your blessing.
That's right. No.
How's that?
No goats. Yeah. I don't know what I would do with that.
No goats.
But so do you feel that you were edited fairly? And what are some things that viewers didn't get to see that are behind the scenes?
Usman and I have been together 3 years. We'll be married a year in August.
How often are you and Usman having sex? And is this the best sex of your life? Huh? Everybody wants to know.
Everybody wants to know because, they didn't understand what Usman said on the show, that I'm 70% good. Okay? To him, he thought he was being kind about it. He did not realize it would be offensive to Americans. I'm like, Usman, I said, you just insulted all the women in America. I said, when you said about a big belly, and he laughed. He said, I'm so sorry, my wife. He said, I thought I was okay. He said, I'm finding out it's biting me in the ass.
Yeah. So on your
But the funny part is, Nigerian men prefer heavy-set women. Truly, they do. But the intimate part of our relationship, we blended two cultures together, two countries together, and we came together. How's that?
we came together. Yep. Sorry, I'll stop.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Dominic, you asked the question. You know already, baby Lisa can be very sassy, very spicy.
Right. I know. But the sex is good. You have no complaints in the intimacy department. Everybody.
No. Usman and I are very happy with our sex life.
Yes. Okay. Now, I got to clear up everything. So, are you guys planning on having children right away, or are you even pregnant right now?
No, I'm not pregnant right now. You don't get this marshmallow belly from starving yourself and eating salads. I'm sorry, I like food. And he's known that for 3 years, so hey, it is what it is. As far as children, we're definitely going to try. And if it does not happen, in Nigeria, he is entitled to take 4 wives, but people don't understand the complete law of that. I am the first wife. I carry the highest title. The second, third, fourth are below. So he may take a second wife as long as he can take care of my house, my bills, and I live comfortably. I don't have to pay for anything. He has to pay for it all before he can take a second wife.
So if you're unable to have children, then it's okay for him. Then he's allowed to take other wives, but you'll always be at the top wife.
Yes.
Okay.
Before he could even take a second wife, he has to be able to provide for me everything. And only at that time, we're talking a house, car, insurance, utility bills. People don't get that part of it. So for him to take a second wife, if we cannot conceive, he has to be able to financially stand ground that he's able to take care of 2 households.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, and you're okay with that? You realize that's part of the culture, and
it's part of the culture, and I knew that since we've been together 3 years. It's not like I just met him 30 days ago and went to Nigeria and said, oh, I'm in love with Sojaboy. I'm going to marry this, local celebrity. Oh, yeah. No, it was nothing like that. I knew him for 3 years. I knew that my brother-in-laws, my mother-in-law, so this was something I already knew what was coming. But the show and the fans make it, blah, they blow it up. So, it's okay. Take a deep breath. I know what's coming.
Right. Now, he's not there, obviously. I mean, when are you guys going to be living together? When is that plan on happening?
As soon as the quarantine lifts, I'm going back to Nigeria.
Is he not going to move here? Are you thinking of moving there permanently?
Well, what happens right now, Trump has banned anyone from Nigeria coming into the United States. Our lawyer's working on his visa, and that's all I really can state at this time.
Okay. Gotcha. But so at this time that you guys are away, do you believe that Usman is being faithful to you right now?
Yes. Anytime he calls me or I call him, we automatically answer no matter where we're at. If we're in the bathroom, the shower, we stop what we're doing and hit that video button so we can talk to one another. So at any given time, he can ring my phone. Like right now, he's probably like, oh, let me hit this button. Who's she talking to?
Don't worry, Usman. I'm not taking your girl. We're just doing an interview. But I think you said in a DM yesterday that he was excited about you coming on this show, right?
Yes, because I told him how big the show is and the opportunity it is for me to do this interview with you. The one that really shocked me, I didn't know who she was because I don't watch TV that often. JoJo Siwa.
Yeah.
She reached out to me personally on DM to wish her mother a happy Mother's Day. So I did that. JoJo is the sweetest girl. She just turned 17. Her birthday passed. I sent her a birthday wish. She was so excited. It amazes me, all these people, because I'm the one who's starstruck. They're the ones that love the show, but I'm the one's like, oh my God, all these people, what do I do?
I know. Yeah.
Because it's funny, because Chrissy Teigen, I love her and her husband. Mason is behind doing all the cameo things. If you saw, Big Ed did a cameo for her, Usman did a cameo, and then Mason had me do a cameo. I said, how hard do you want me to go at Chrissy Teigen on the cameo? And we're texting back and forth. He said, oh my God. He said, she's a huge fan. I said, let me have fun with it. I wanted to look for a robe. Couldn't find a judge's robe because we're in quarantine. But she loved the cameos. And that was so much fun. I told Mason, I said, if you can get John Legend to do a rendition of my song, tell Chrissy I'll do cameos all year long, every day.
Now, you're in a legal dispute with a blogger named Amber. So you said she's stalking you. What is the situation today with this girl, Amber, and is her life in danger? I mean, what is going on? Are you still in a legal dispute with her?
My life has become endangered. My child's life has become endangered because she wants to be a blogger. She point blank said on an interview with Katong yesterday, she will not stop doing what she's doing to me. So with that being said, I'll state no more.
Okay. Do you have any concern that Usman is using you to come to America?
That a lot of people are saying.
Right.
Now, let's get real here. All right, if he wanted a green card, do you not think he would have done it 3 years ago when we met?
What are your thoughts on Big Ed and Rose? Like, what do you feel? What do you think while you're watching him? You know, do you have opinions about Big Ed?
I didn't like what he was doing to Rose. I don't like the comments he made to her, being that he was over there in her country, and the way it panned out. I can tell you honestly, I have many thank you letters from the Philippines, friends of Rose, because her English is very hard. She thanked me personally for standing up for her.
I know Jeffrey said that he felt like Ed was a pervert. I mean, do you get that vibe from him that he's kind of like Courtney said he's like a sex trafficker, like our sex tourist? I mean, do you get that vibe where he's just kind of in this for foreign sex?
I don't know if it was just for foreign sex. I believe he may have had good intentions, but it got twisted somewhere in his mind, and he really came across the screen as the worst American man anyone would ever meet through the world, because he insulted the woman.
What about David and Lana? I mean, what do you think about
that? Was a very unique storyline, because I really thought his storyline was going to fall along like Caesar. There was no woman. I really thought, okay, there's not going to be a Lana. So when she showed up, I was like, wow, she is real. I mean, I was shocked myself. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for there's no woman, and here she is. So I'm really interested to see how it pans out for David, because he's been with her for many years.
Yeah.
Many years, and spent a lot of money, talking with her. So I hope everything works out for him.
I don't know about her, though, because she's like, I think she's paid to talk to him. Is that how those work?
That is what I was told, that it was, from what the show aired, that he paid thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars for this communication. And I was shocked. I'm like, in fact, I told David, I said, if you want to spend that kind of money, hey, you can be my sugar daddy.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. So
you can be your sugar daddy, right?
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll be gay. Whatever for yeah.
We're done with it,
I got a price. Yeah. So was it over $100,000 he paid just to talk to her?
I'm not sure what the total figure was. You know how editing is; they kind of make it always seem exaggerated. But that's what he chose in life. And hey, we all have our niches in life. I just know for a fact I would have never spent thousands of dollars to talk to Sojaboy. No.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that brings me to another point here. And I'm sorry I'm jumping around on you.
No, let's do it.
Women in the United States need to learn and understand, because I am 53 years old. I'm considered a cougar. Okay. I've dated many young men, younger than Usman. And in his culture, it's acceptable for a Muslim man to date an older woman of Christian faith.
But you're Christian, right? And I actually went to ministry school. I didn't go to school for communications. I mean, isn't it difficult for people that are Christian to see you just be like, all right, I'll just do this, some of these Muslim rituals, I mean, wouldn't that be going against your faith? Did you ever feel that?
My Christianity, and like I said, Usman and I discussed this for 3 years now. Yeah. I lost faith for some time. I had went a full pregnancy, and the day of delivery, my daughter died 2